Good day to you, Sagittarius. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. This is a general reading for your Sun, Moon, and Venus, as well as your rising sign, if you know that. So this is just a general reading, and we'll see where this reading will take us to, Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius, first card up is appreciation. You've got this in reverse. You've got woman holding a heart, also in reverse. You've got door to romance, also in reverse. So don't be alarmed. Reverse cards have their own meaning. And under appreciation, you've got justice, which is Libra energy. You've got the Six of Swords. You've got the Seven of Cups. Underneath woman holding a heart, you've got the Tower card. You've got the Ace of Swords, Three of Cups. Underneath door to romance, you've got the Page of Wands. You've got Gemini, the Lover's energy. And you've got the King of Pentacles. Very interesting here. Some of you could be in a state of mind where you are not seeing your obvious blessings in front of you. Some of you could be because of maybe circumstances or situational things that are happening. You could be overlooking things that are happening right in front of you, overlooking opportunities that are in front of you. And we do see that happening. But with this justice, Libra energy, it's almost like a karmic justice that is coming towards you. It's as though if some of you have been waiting for some love opportunities or new business opportunities or something new coming towards you. I'm getting the feeling, Sagittarius, that this is more a general love reading for you guys with all the love signs that are here. And even though there's not a lot of cups in this reading so far, there is a lot of love situations seeming to pop up here. So we see that some of you could be having this love situation and almost as though, you're moving towards something that can be a committed relationship for you, or moving towards something that can be something where you can have a lot of fun, moving towards something where there is, with the Seven of Cups energy, saying that there is something that you can move, almost as though it's your karmic right to move towards this love situation that's going to bring you a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of creativity, like literally get you out of your comfort zone. But we've got this woman holding a heart. So it's one of two things. It's either yourself, Sagittarius. So remember, the energy is masculine, feminine energy, not male, female energy. And even though it's a woman holding a heart, we look at it as a feminine energy. So you could be having this feminine energy. You could have a female person in your space, but somebody whose heart is very close to love right now. They're very anxious about their situations, or you yourself are very anxious. Some of you could also be dealing with a woman that is not very kind with her words. You could be dealing with spiteful situations. And some of you, like I said, could be in this situation where you are so stressed out and your emotions are not at peace. You are literally at odds with yourself. Therefore, to be that loving person is not exactly possible. And underneath that, you have the Tower card. The Tower card is one of my favorite cards. And even though it looks so destructive, what I love about this energy is saying to me that, change can only come if there's going to be this eruption. As you can see, there's this lightning bolt coming through here. There's aha moments for some of you. There's this this realization, okay, I need to change what I'm doing. I need to change how I'm viewing things. And you've got this with the Ace of Swords saying, I need to change this. I need to change the way that I'm viewing life. I need to change the way I'm doing things. Three of Cups energy saying, maybe I shouldn't be sitting so much by myself. I should get out there. I should mingle. I should socialize. I should allow myself to experience love instead of, having these little pity parties and thinking that I don't deserve anything that's good for me. So there's this energy that's coming through for you. Door to romance. Some of you could have really closed this door to love and romance. You must probably be saying, I don't have time for this. I don't want to be in a love situation. I don't want to be with anybody. I just want to be by myself. And, I just want to focus on my career. I just want to focus on the kids. But no. You know what? If you are available and you can be in a love situation, door to romance says, you know what? Get out there. And with the Page of Wands, it says to me that, there's a lot of things that do require your urgent attention. There's some communication. There's opportunities that are coming your way. Make sure that you also think before you act. You could be meeting somebody who's going to be very innovative, somebody who's going to be very exciting, Might be somebody younger than yourself. Could come in as a lover with this Gemini energy. So it could be somebody who's a Gemini with Gemini in their charts. You could be meeting somebody with a Libra who's got Libra in their chart. So you could be meeting somebody new with this love situation. You've got this King of Pentacles energy. So that's Earth sign. So you're looking at Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You could have this in your chart. You could also be meeting somebody with this Earth energy. But it's also about this earthiness, about, you know, being in control of yourself, thinking about your financials, thinking about the way moving forward. Some of you could be in this situation where, with all these happy celebrations and all of these things that are happening, you need to reassess your love situation. I'm going to shuffle a few more cards here, Sagittarius, and see where this takes us to. So where does this love situation? So some of you need to take this chance on a love situation. So let's see, what does Tarot have to say for you? Knight of Wands, the Devil, Capricorn energy here. You've got the Nine of Cups, Page of Wands again on the Tower card, the Hanged Man, Page of Pentacles. Some of you dealing with a lot of young energy around you, Judgment, Second Chances, Page of Swords in reverse, and you've got the Nine of Wands here. So a lot of messages. Some of you could be getting messages with regards to this situation. Some of you could be waiting for some news. Some of you could be getting this news that you're waiting for. Some of you should be very mindful. You see yourself moving towards a relationship that is very exciting at the moment. You're moving towards something that just thrills you, that excites you, that there's a lot of temptation there. We see there's a lot of enjoyment and fun. But, you know, you can't sit in a space of fun for long periods of time, you know, because you need to come back to reality. But we see you going towards this phase of enjoying your life and having a good time. You know, this Page of Wands could be bringing you news that's going to totally turn your world upside down, because you got that with the Tower energy. Nine of Wands again here. So you could be meeting this person, you could be getting this news, and you've got the Nine of Cups twice. So you're in for a very fun time. So we see this. We see that, you know, you've got the Seven of Swords on this, with this Page of Wands on this Tower card. So you need to be very mindful of deceit in your life. We see there's a lot of fun, a lot of celebrations happening. We see you going through this phase where there's a lot of decisions that you need to make, and you need to make these decisions fairly quickly because there's an expectation of you. You've got the King of Swords, you've got the Sun in reverse. You've got the Fool in reverse. You've got Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius energy, your energy here. You've got the Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah. So what is this saying to me? So some of you, your past could be influencing your present situation. That even though you need to make these decisions, you could be hesitant to make these decisions because you're afraid of getting hurt. And, you know, there's a lot of, some of you may have been through a lot of things. We see with this Capricorn energy coming through, there's a lot of celebrations, there's a lot of fun, almost like a party mood that you're going through. Things are really happening for you, Sagittarius, and you're really enjoying that. Once again, this Knight of Swords energy rushing towards you is this fun, is this, you know, the need to make a decision. But you need to be very careful about being hasty in making a decision and not getting caught up in the wrong kind of thing, because you do have the Seven of Swords with the Page of Wands again. I mean, you got to be very mindful of that there could be this young person around, there could be this person that's going to be everything that you want to experience right now, but you got to be so mindful of, you could be doing one of two things: protecting yourself against hurt, or you must be so mindful of deceit as well, and dishonesty. So you should be very mindful of people trying to hurt you. You be very mindful of deceit and dishonesty. Be mindful of that. The King of Swords energy is also air energy, so you're looking at Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy here. You might have to change your opinion about things. You might have to look at things from a different point of view, or you most probably are not feeling very grounded in your decision-making process. Some of you are looking towards the past, decisions that you made in the past where you maybe not have been so grounded. So you need to think now for yourself, what decisions do I need to make? Some of you could be dealing with this very strong masculine energy that's very fierce, but also very wise. So you need to look at that and look at what does this mean to you? How do you interpret this for yourself? How do you interpret this situation? You see that some of you could have this Page of Pentacles energies coming through. It's about being, you know, very calm, collected as you think about your future. Think about how you want to navigate your financial future, not rushing into things, not making hasty decisions, not being foolish in whatever it is that you are doing. It's important that you realize that you need to think about your decisions carefully. Some of you could be very much rooted in a materialistic attitude, and you need to realize that that is not always the way to be. You can't always be so materialistic about the outcomes. Some of you could be very worried about your children, could be very worried about, your health, but you need to just be a little bit more calm about things with the sun energy in reverse. If you're worried about your health, go to the doctor. If you're worried about your kids, speak to your kids and ask them what's going on. But don't stress without knowing what the answer is. And you can't just create scenarios in your head. You do need to take up the initiative to communicate, to find out what is going on. You see, this Page of Wands brings you new opportunities and second chances. So some of you have got this second chances that's coming through towards you. And you need to be very mindful as to whether you want to take these second chances that is coming towards you. Some of you may be saying, no, I don't want to do that. But it's like the universe, spiritually, things are, you've been giving this opportunity. And I would say second chances, not everybody gets a second chance. So take a second chance, but also be careful of making a rash decision. Don't rush into things, and it's using your wisdom. It's not about saying, okay, I made a mistake before, I can't do this again, I can't make this decision again. You can make this decision again, but you need to be very wise. You have got wisdom. You have learned from past experience, Sagittarius. You don't need to stay stuck in your situations. You need to be very mindful with this Gemini energy coming through to you. You're going to be very mindful of the choices that you are making. Be mindful of people that are just malicious with their gossip and their lies and their manipulation. You don't want to get involved in situations like that. And this is where your Sagittarius Temperance energy comes into. That, sometimes you could be facing a situation where you just feel sort of like out of sorts with yourself, and you need to bring this calm into yourself. You could be feeling overwhelmed by the past, by a love situation from the past. Sometimes you need to be very mindful of how you've handled financial situations in the past, and as you move into the future, be very careful about these things. Especially, we see you do have the Page of Swords here, and you do have the King of Pentacles, so you need to be very mindful of these situations. You have had to deal with some difficulties in the past. You've had to deal with things that required you to have a lot of energy for it, took up a lot of your time, your financial resources. Some of you may have had to be in this position where you've had to see to other people, see to their things, make sure they were okay. But you've got to be so mindful that you do not waste your time and your efforts blaming yourself for bad situations, and also not lose your head when it comes to getting involved in difficulties, especially when it comes to financial things or getting yourself into financial predicaments. You do have the ability to rise above any traumas that have happened. You have learned from past experiences, and this reading says to me that even though lots of things have happened, you need to not close yourself off to love because of the past. I'm going to draw some cards now from the Sacred Traveler and see what is going on here. Some of you could be carrying some trauma that you may have thought you have reconciled, but it comes up. Sometimes we think we've dealt with the situation, but things creep in. It's only when you are faced with a similar scenario, then you realize, okay, I haven't reconciled that. I haven't sorted that out. I'm still wary of people cheating on me. I'm still wary of people being dishonest with me. First card up, Great Adventure. Then you've got Unknown Territory and Grounding. Wow. So some of you could be looking at taking this great adventure into an unknown territory, but you need to be grounded. And that's really quite interesting, because you have to take this risk. You have to move forward. And you have to trust that you are exactly where you need to be, that you have the knowledge that you need, and that you will succeed in your situations. However, you do need to feel grounded. You need to feel at peace with yourself. You need to have made peace with the past, the present, so that you can move into the future. It's a time for you for reflection, for standing still, to really take time to look into your life, look at your situations, and see where to from here. So this is a very important time for you, and you must handle this time with care. So I'm going to get a card now from the Starseed Oracle for you. See what Starseed Oracle has for you, the message here for you from the Starseed Oracle. Please just give me a second here as I start shuffling. Let's see what is the message for Sagittarius. This is very intense reading for you, Sagittarius. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, if this reading is resonating with you, please subscribe to my channel and help me grow my channel. I will appreciate that. And apparently South Africans, we're not very popular when it comes to YouTube. I don't know how true that is, but that's what some people have been saying to me, so I don't know. The golden children. This is very important. It's a beautiful card, isn't it, eh? This is a very beautiful card. You know, sometimes in life we forget about, especially as you grow older, you think that you are this adult, you think that you know everything, you think that you've experienced everything, you think that nobody can say anything to you because you know, but sometimes you don't know. And this is what this card is saying to us, that we need to surrender. We need to surrender to the inner child. And you know, very often we forget about our inner child because we get so caught up in being grown up. You know, we need to remember that so we have to nurture ourselves. So Sagittarius, you need to nurture yourself. You could be called to be a mother figure or a father figure, or you may be called to nurture a child. You may be called to just nurture your own inner child as well. You know, you could be starting new projects. You need to treat yourself with love and kindness. Be tender, you know, allow yourself to feel that nurturing and that nourishment. Allow yourself to grow. Sometimes you need to allow other people, give them that opportunity to grow, to encourage them. You know, and sometimes you just need to bring back that innocence that is you. Bring that back to yourself and, you know, treat yourself with kindness. Be tender-hearted to yourself and just allow the innocence of life to come through. Let that tenderness come through, and you will see that life will show you something tender as well. So Sagittarius, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. Until next time, please remember to also look at your moon signs, because we are having full moon tonight. So take care to look at your moon signs, and yeah, take care, Sagittarius. Goodbye.